Greetings, this is April-Fletcher, and this is my presentation on Jean Piaget. And what I've decided to do is to divide this into segments because I'm able to upload a smaller video clip, so that seems the most sensible thing to do. So, for starters, Jean Piaget departed this earth in 1980, having lived a long and fruitful life, having been born in and raised in Neuchâtel, Switzerland. He was the son of a medieval literature professor, and he's best known for his theory of cognitive development in childhood and adolescence, which raises the very legitimate question about why Jean Piaget is someone who is a seminal theorist for higher education. And the reason is that his work ran a parallel path with that of Dewey and Vygotsky in the development of theories of constructivism, which is the precursor to constructionism. And both of these are theories or theoretical frameworks that influence experiential learning and the idea of student learning as individually and idiosyncratically constructed versus a one-size-fits-all curriculum that is read by the instructor or given to or delivered by the instructor as though everyone is receiving it in the same way and making meaning of it in the same way. So the idea is a developmental one, and I'll start by talking just very briefly about cognitive development. I'm assuming that my colleagues know about the sensory motor and the preoperational phases of cognitive development, which are followed by concrete operations and formal operations. And the point of concrete operations, as differentiated from formal, is the capacity to conserve ideas. So people, actually many people who are concrete, and many of us are, about half of us are concrete at any given moment, which is to say that we don't think abstractly. We think about what is happening now, and we don't bring in concepts or theories. We sort of take what is. So, for example, the experiment with the glass of water, the short, wide glass, and then the tall, narrow glass, that has the exact same amount of fluid or water in both, but that most children prior to before concrete operational phase will not be able to hold constant the amount of liquid. Instead, they will look at the container, not the amount of liquid that has remained unchanged. So this capacity to look at the same object in two different ways is a concrete operational accomplishment. Formal operations means taking that skill to another level, which is the higher cognitive learning outcomes that we are so frequently talking about in our doctoral program, but I'm not sure we always clearly define what they are and how they are developed. So that's one of the many things that Piaget has to offer us. So higher order thinking, as you can see on the left side, concrete operations means that you can classify things. You can say, oh, each of those mammals, furry things is a furry thing, or the furry thing I know is a dog, and this is a furry thing, so it must also be a dog. Whereas in formal operations, one begins to realize that one can hold constant the idea that there is a dog, but there may also be other critters with fur. And one of the reasons or the influences hang on. Hello? Hi, Hugh. I was recording something, so I was ignoring you, but I stopped ignoring you.